This is lesson 10.6. We're going to talk about segment relationships in circles. So when segments intersect inside, when two chords intersect inside, the products of the pieces are equal. So what that means is the two pieces of one chord, like the part that's A and the part that's B, will be multiplied, A times B, and that will equal the two parts of the other chord multiplied, the C times the D. So I think of this formula as piece times piece. We're going to multiply the pieces and set them equal. So for example, 1a, if I'm going to do piece times piece, this piece times this piece would be 10 times x, and this piece times this piece would be 14 times 15. So we have 10x equals 210. Divide both sides by 10, and we get x is 21. For example, 1b, we want to find BD. So it's the same process, but then we're going to plug back in afterwards. So piece times piece, that's going to be a 4 times a 5x minus 1 on one side. And on the other side, the two pieces were equal, 6 times 6. So we're going to distribute. 20x minus 4 is equal to 6 times 6 is 36. Add our 4. So 20x is 40. Divide by 20, x is 2. And for BD, that's both of these parts together. So that's 5 times 2 minus 1 plus the other part of 4. So 9 plus 4, BD would be equal to 13. Here's 2 check-ins for you to try. Pause. Answers are posted on Google Classroom. The other thing that can happen is the segments can intersect outside instead. And when we say they intersect outside, we mean that they meet at a point that's happening outside of the circles. So that's going to be two secants or a secant and a tangent. When this happens, we now have part of our segment that's outside and part that's inside, or we could really think of it as the whole thing still. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the product of the part that's outside and the whole thing. So for the top picture, the part that's outside is A, and the whole thing is A plus B combined. So that would be A times A plus B. And on the other segment, the part that's outside is C, and the whole thing is C plus D. So A times A plus B equals C times C plus D. The outside part times the whole thing equals the outside part times the whole thing. And the same thing is true for the second picture. The only thing that's different is for this segment, because it's tangent, the outside part is also the whole thing. So when I do outside times whole on this one, it's just going to be that times itself. That's okay. So for example, number 2, on this line here, the part that's outside is 9, and the whole thing is these two added up, so x plus 9. For the other line, the part that's outside is 8, and the whole thing, if I combine 8 plus 19, is 27. So you don't have to write the 8 plus 19 here. You can just put whatever it was totaled. And now we're going to distribute and solve. So we have 9x plus 81 equals 8 times 27, which is 216. We'll take away our 81. And now we'll divide by 9. So we get x equals 15. Here's a check-in for you to try. To pause, answers are posted on Google Classroom. Here's another example. So for this line, the part that's outside is 8. And if I wanted to combine these, we have 5x minus 1 plus 8, which if I combine my like terms is 5x plus 7. And on the other line, the part that's outside is 16. And the whole thing, there's nothing to add, is just 16. So let's distribute. We'll take away our 56 from both sides. And when we divide by 40, we get x is 5. So here's a check-in for you to try. You can pause. Answers are posted on Google Classroom. Example 4. So these are more the same. So I'm going to add these two together. 9 plus x plus 3 is x plus 12 because 9 plus 3 is 12. On this side, 6x plus 7 minus 1 is 6. So when we're doing outside times whole for this line, the outside part is 7, and the whole thing was 6x plus 6. For the other line, the outside was 9, and the whole thing was x plus 12. We're going to distribute on both sides this time. That's going to be 42x plus 42 is equal to the 9x plus 108. So we're going to take away 9x from both sides. So we have 33x plus 42 equals 108. We'll take the 42 away from both sides. So I get 33x is 66. And when I divide by 33, I get x is 2. So here's a check-in for you to try. You can pause. Answers are posted on Google Classroom. And here's our final example. So I'm going to combine these two together right away. 21 plus 27 is 48. So for this line, the outside part is 27, and the whole thing was 48 equals. On the other line, the outside part was x, and the whole thing was also x. So here, we're going to get x squared, because x times x is x squared, not 2x. And on the other side, 27 times 48, I get 1296. So at this stage, I want to take the square root of both sides, because the opposite of squaring something is the square root. And I get x equals 36. So this is the final one for you to check in on. Answers are posted on Google Classroom, but that is section 10.6.